We're here for you.
Hello and welcome everyone. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Adam Cellini. Topping our news, Sarasota store owners are discussing a new way to draw tourists and locals alike to the downtown area. ABC 7's Kate Flexter tells us why they feel it's necessary and how things could improve. Kate?
Well, Adam, this is actually an old plan the Downtown Improvement District is now revisiting. The idea is to put signage at either end of Main Street to create a clearer downtown area.
Tourists and locals alike are drawn to Sarasota's beaches, which means they're also drawn to nearby shops and restaurants in places like Siesta Key Village and St. Armand's Circle.
When we first started to travel here and visit here, that we would always go to St. Armand's because it got our attention and our appeal, and it seemed exciting.
But as one resident tells us, that makes downtown Sarasota a hidden gem.
There's a lot more in Sarasota that's available for people that they just don't know about. They think of just going out to St. Armand's and to the beaches, but there's a lot more right here in downtown to check out.
Restaurant owner and Downtown Improvement District board member Steve Seidensticker says that's something he sees often.
People really don't know that all that's offered downtown. I mean, not only is there great shopping, but great restaurants. I mean, there's a myriad of interesting restaurants and more to come.
With that in mind, the Downtown Improvement District is bringing back an old plan to put signage on Main Street at US 301 and US 41, estimated to cost about $50,000. The idea is those signs will be the gateway to downtown Sarasota.
Instantaneously, I was attracted to it, having seen it in other cities.
Seidensticker has seen similar projects in cities like San Francisco and Seattle, and says it's a way to delineate each neighborhood and its personality.
I can see it happening in Burns Court eventually, in Taos Court, and in the Rosemary district, which is growing in leaps and bounds.
As that growth continues, Seidensticker says these sorts of projects will be crucial in maintaining that small town feel in an ever-expanding metro area.
And sort of takes the largeness out of a city and makes it more livable and approachable and more interesting for those that are visiting it.
The Downtown Improvement District will meet on December 6th to discuss the idea, but there's still a long road ahead for the project. Adam?
All right, thank you, Kate. In Venice, Capri Isles Boulevard is back open after a collision between an oncoming car and a cyclist blocked the road for several hours. The road was back open before noon, but the Venice police are still investigating the crash. The bicyclist hit by the car suffered severe injuries and was flown to a nearby hospital for recovery. Police are now asking for your help. If you have any information about the crash, you are asked to contact the Venice Police Department. And in Sarasota, new college students were told to avoid the area due to a possible gas leak. The fire department has since issued an all clear at the college. A faculty member smelled what they believe to be an odor of gas in the sciences complex. Firefighters checked out the building and the nearby area, tracing the smell to a mechanical room. They deemed the odor to be caused from a boiler, but new college staff and campus police are continuing to monitor the area. In Port Charlotte, deputies have arrested a man suspected of burglarizing several vehicles in the area near McLean Avenue. Deputies were notified of a vehicle burglary Friday where the suspect was believed to still be in the area. Using their K9 unit, they were able to catch the scent of the suspect, tracking down Kareem James. Deputies found James to have several items believed to have been stolen from vehicles. He has since been arrested and charged with vehicle burglary. Now let's head over to Wendy Ross for a first check on our local weather today. Wendy?
Adam, we got stars for today. It was a beautiful, beautiful day, and we are looking at temperatures right now in the 70s, the low 70s, so temperatures are on their way down. And of course, we have a starry night out there right now as well. Take a look at the dew point levels. They're low. The humidity is as well. The winds are calm, and we do have fair skies all across central and south Florida. We've got some rain. We're going to be talking about that rain, when it's going to get here, what's going to bring it here, and how those changes are going to be impacting us. That's all coming up in just a few minutes. In the meantime, enjoy tonight. If you've got plans to be outdoors, take advantage of them. It's going to be absolutely beautiful. Our temperatures are going to stay nice and mild, really, all the way through 9 o'clock tonight. By 11, we'll see a temperature reading of 67 degrees. We'll let you know about that rain and what's bringing it. That's all coming up in just a few minutes, Adam.
All right, thank you, Wendy. As we're getting further and further into the holiday season, it's more important to be aware of potential holiday scams. Floridians should be especially aware of vacation-related scams that target travelers, and some of the most common of those scams are vacation rental scams or vacation prize packages and travel club scams. To better protect yourself this season, do business with an established company. Be cautious of the places asking for payment before reservation, confirmation, and research cancellation and refund policies. If you are suspicious of a business or if you believe you have been scammed, contact the Florida Attorney General's office. Well, Santa Claus is coming to town a little earlier this year, and he was flying down by helicopter into GT Bray Park for the Parks and Natural Resources Department's annual Night Before Christmas celebration in Bradenton. Getting into the holiday spirit, families came out to the event with their children for fun activities, including face painting and cookie crafts. And in preparation of Santa, snow was also blustering around the event.
I think it's a nice time to just get in the Christmas spirit and to remember what the season is for.
And the Sun Coast is kicking off the weekend right away with seafood, sand, and music. At the Siesta Beach Seafood Festival, families are coming out all weekend to Siesta Key Beach for Florida's favorite seafood and fun in the sun for families to kick back and enjoy music, arts, and crafts, and of course, enjoying the view.
So Siesta Beach, they keep saying like it's #1 beach in the world. We thought it was all gimmicks, but it truly is. It's the best. Oh, are you kidding me? The sea was all fresh, catch of the day. I mean, what do you expect?
Still to come here on ABC 7, the Mosaic company continuing their efforts to reassure homeowners that their drinking water is safe. What services they're now offering to those affected by the sinkhole in Polk County. Plus, a party turns to tragedy after a massive fire kills at least 9 people in California. We'll have the details of the investigation.
On the next Black Almanac.
Republicans have expanded their power in state capitals to their strongest levels in decades, picking up several previously held Democratic governorships while also claiming control of some key legislative chambers. The Republican gains in state houses capped a remarkable election in which Donald Trump won the presidency.
Sunday morning at 7:30 on ABC 7.
The Jingle 5K is almost here. Get ready to spread your holiday cheer as you join our team of elves and jingle all the way through our 5K race course at Lakewood Ranch Main Street. Bring out the whole family for our holiday festivities and access to our huge post-race party. The Jingle 5K starts at 7 p.m. Thursday, December 22nd at Lakewood Ranch Main Street. Come on out to spread your holiday cheer, one of the most festive 5Ks of the year.
The Jingle 5K!
Attention blood clot filter patients. Surgically implanted blood clot filters are potentially life-threatening. Some filters are prone to breaking, resulting in pieces of the filter moving through the body and causing internal bleeding. If you had surgery to implant a blood clot filter, you may be entitled to a cash award, even if you haven't suffered side effects yet. Call the Gold Shield Group now, 888-747-5291, to see if you qualify for a cash award, 888-747-5291.
Holiday scratch-offs are here, and oh, they make great surprises. Imagine the joy they will bring. With over $126 million in prizes, use them for a wreath or a place card for your feast. Attach them, scratch them, and let the magic happen. Holiday scratch-offs. The Florida Lottery has them. Just imagine.
They say good things come to those that wait. Well, you've waited long enough. You deserve to feel fabulous in your fashionable new Fiat 500X from Alfa Romeo Fiat in Sarasota. Boldly innovative, seductively stylish. Fiat gives you everything you'd expect from a capable utility vehicle, like a spacious interior and advanced safety systems, designed and built like a sexy little sportster. Don't wait any longer. You deserve to feel fabulous. Get a new Fiat at Alfa Romeo Fiat of Sarasota.
In national news tonight, at least 9 people are dead following a massive fire in California. It broke out late last night at a warehouse in the San Francisco Bay Area. ABC's Alex Stone has more.
A night of fun turns to horror. The sky lit up in red.
Fire went up really quickly.
Around 11:30 Friday night, a fire broke out at a party in Oakland. Dozens of people inside.
The building was a warehouse that was kind of like an artist studio that had, several different partitions where they had various artists in there.
The smoke could be seen for blocks. Inside, a chaotic scene.
I'm also glad I had this vest on, or my whole back would be blistered right now.
The roof collapsing, the escape route blocked.
There was only one way down from the second floor, and that stairwell was put together through what was described to me as pallets.
A majority of the bodies reportedly found on the second floor. Confusion over those missing and those who made it out alive. Authorities are prepared to deal with dozens of people dead.
This is a very, very traumatic event. This is a very rough day for the city of Oakland. Our hearts go out to the families, to our first responders that have to deal with this. This is very, very tough for us. This hits very close to home for a lot of us.
Rescuers are using drones with thermal imaging to locate hot spots. It could take days before we know the cause. Alex Stone, ABC News, Los Angeles.
A student at the University of Southern California is behind bars facing charges for the murder of a professor. 28-year-old David Brown was arrested shortly after the stabbing of Professor Bosco Tan. Tan taught psychology and neuroscience to graduate students. He was stabbed in a laboratory at the university. Police say he was specifically targeted and it was not a random attack. Brown is now being held in jail on a $1 million bond. The Texas Department of Public Safety is investigating a deadly crash involving a school bus and an 18-wheeler. The bus was filled with cheerleaders heading home from a football game. Liz Pope, the cheer sponsor, was killed in the crash. At least 8 others were taken to the hospital. 2 were in critical condition. In Cuba, last-minute preparations are underway for President Fidel Castro's funeral services in Santiago de Cuba. Fidel Castro will be buried tomorrow in one of the oldest cemeteries in the country. The streets and squares are being swept, and everything in sight is getting a fresh coat of paint in preparation for tomorrow's services. Along Santiago's main road, thousands braved the sweltering heat waiting to see the procession carrying Castro's ashes. While there are now more tourists than Cubans in the city, locals are paying their respects to their former leader.
We are in Santiago not to say goodbye. We are not here to say goodbye, but to await his new instructions.
Castro died on November 25th at the age of 90 years old. Back here in Florida, the city of St. Petersburg is facing heavy fines for spilling millions of gallons of sewage into area bays and waterways. The Florida Department of Environmental Protection plans to issue the city an $820,000 fine. The city could avoid the fine if it creates a pollution prevention project aimed at either reducing pollution or conserving waste. The city must also make improvements to sewage plants and repair leaky pipes. About 200 million gallons of sewage has been released into the bay since August of last year. The Mosaic company is boosting efforts to ensure that drinking water is safe for those living near the massive sinkhole that caused millions of gallons of contaminated water to spill into an aquifer. The company is sending out letters to more than 200 homeowners in Hillsborough and Polk counties. They are offering to test their wells every 3 months next year and twice in 2018. Currently, they are offering free bottled water to those who have requested the testing. The sinkhole at the Mosaic facility in Polk County should be plugged by next spring. Another Manatee Key Beach renourishment workshop was held today in Inglewood at Tringalai Park. It was the 4th of 6 public workshops about Manatee Key Beach. Residents were able to come out and submit questions and proposals, while consultants reviewed potential beach projects, costs, and funding options.
I wanted the man that's going to be putting the money together, the financing together, and wanted to hear him, wanted to hear his piece, because that's so important. I also wanted to hear the questions that the community might have.
Once all the workshops are complete, consultants will use the information given to decide which projects they will fund and begin to work on. And that's good news because they need some help down there, don't they, Wendy, in Minnesota? There's some houses that are right on the edge there of that sand.
I know, but boy, do they have great views down there in Manatee Key. My goodness, it's been beautiful over the last couple of days, and we have had the best opportunity to be outdoors. And hopefully everybody is taking advantage of the fact that our weather has been so spectacular. Another weekend with beautiful weather. Take a look at this. We got up to a high today of 81 degrees. Our overnight low was chilly, 56 degrees, and those chilly temperatures that we had this morning, well, that's normal for this time of the year. We should see highs in the 70s, mid-70s. That also is normal. So we were a far cry from normal as far as the daytime high was concerned. And our temperatures right now are mostly in the 60s to our north, 70s across central and south Florida. And it is another beautiful day right here across the Sunshine State. So we are looking at temperatures at this hour in the 70s, well east. We have temperatures right now in the 60s, and it is going to be a nice, mild, beautiful night tonight. If you're planning anything to do outdoors, it will be a beautiful night to do that. We're going to be seeing temperatures that will get down into the low 60s to mid 60s for the overnight time period, and we are not expecting any rain for tonight. So it's going to be another great night and another beautiful day tomorrow. So what we have going on right now is we've just got a couple of passing clouds that come on through. That's going to be about it. We've got the rain showers bottled up here across the southeastern part of the country, and that's the issue because we've got some changes coming up beginning this week. Beginning on Tuesday, we're going to start to see a cold front moving across the country, and it is going to help to usher in these rains across the central part of our state. We need the rain. We need it very badly. So this is not a bad thing, and this is going to happen on Tuesday. So the front is actually right now here across Mexico. It's going to be moving across the southeast, and it will move into the state of Florida beginning on Tuesday. We're going to start to see this front coming on through. In advance of the front, we get the rain showers coming in, and then once the cold front goes on through, it's going to dry us out. But then we get the second front, and this front is also going to give us an opportunity for a few showers. That happens on Thursday, but behind that second front, very cold air is going to be moving on in from Siberia. We've got this cold, cold weather well up here across the northern regions of the world, and it is going to be moving on down across the country, and it will be affecting us just in time for next weekend. So we're going to be seeing the season's coldest chill as a result, starting up here and then eventually making its way right here. So beginning on next Saturday, we could see our temperatures possibly in the 30s and 40s for overnights and starting off the day. But this is what it's going to look like for Sunday and Monday. Readings are going to be beautiful. Tuesday, again, we've got the rain showers coming on in with a 60% chance. And then the next front comes in Thursday, bringing us some pretty darn cold temperatures for next weekend. Adam?
Now, sports.
The Florida Gators are looking for their 9th SEC title tonight, but they must go through #1 ranked Alabama to do it. That game being played in Atlanta right now. The Gators scoring on their opening drive of the game, but after 3 interceptions and a blocked punt return for a touchdown, the Crimson Tide currently in control. They lead 33-16 in the third quarter of that game. And for the second straight year in the Big 12, the season end game between Oklahoma and Oklahoma State will determine the conference champion. It was a 3-0 Cowboys lead in the second quarter. Heisman hopeful Baker Mayfield hits D.D. Westbrook. Westbrook hits the brakes and completes a 69-yard touchdown, puts the Sooners on top. Before the half, tied at 10, Cowboys quarterback Mason Rudolph faking the handoff and walking in, putting Oklahoma State up 17-10. The Sooners would tie before the half, and then first play in the third quarter, Samaje Perine breaks loose for 66 yards. He was dragged down at the 15. It would set up a touchdown, and the number 5 Sooners win 38-20 and take home the Big 12 title. And later tonight on ABC, number 3 Clemson will go for their second straight ACC championship. The Tigers set to take on 9-3 Virginia Tech, with big wins this season against Miami and North Carolina. That game starts at 8 o'clock right here on ABC. Join us after the game for more news and the highlights. Well, Tiger Woods told everyone, including himself, to keep expectations down for his first tournament in over a year this weekend. And then he posted a near-perfect round on day 2. Tiger shooting a 7-under on Friday at the Hero World Challenge in the Bahamas. That is his first bogey-free round in 18 months, according to ESPN. Woods says knocking down an early 5-foot putt for birdie set the tone for the rest of his day.
Instead of being, angry at myself and ticked and trying to fight back, now I'm building momentum, and the energy just fed itself.
Now today it was back to reality a little bit. Woods shot a 2-under with 4 bogeys, including a triple bogey on the last hole. He is now in 10th place heading into Sunday. In Chicago Friday night, NBA superstar LeBron James, Mr. Cleveland Jr., proved he's a man of his word, donning a full Chicago Cubs uniform after losing a bet. LeBron and best buddy Dwayne Wade, now with the Chicago Bulls, set the bet terms on Twitter earlier this year before the Cubs-Indians World Series. The loser would have to wear the opposing team's uniform when the two met for the first time during the regular season. And to add insult to injury, Wade and the Bulls beat the Cavs 111-105. More to come here on ABC 7. Stay with us.
We're losing exotic animals on a daily basis, and the ones that we have in captivity are really the ambassadors for their wild counterparts. I'm Clayton Rozier from the Big Cat Habitat and Gulf Coast Sanctuary, housing over 150 exotic animals that needed a great home. And if you love animals, please help them. Do it locally. Support your local no-kill shelters, your local wild animal sanctuaries. Make a difference where you can.
You might feel like there's too many problems in the world, or that, you as a 15-year-old, 16-year-old can't really make a difference.
It's not always about you. It's not just one person. It's a group. It's a team.
Just that simple act is transforming someone else's life.
It's one of the best feelings in the world.
It'll just make you feel so good about yourself.
I'd do anything to convince you just to be a part of this.
Every child follows a path in life. For many, that path will lead them to a door that gives them a place to grow, to learn, to belong, a place to forge their future. Because while many doors open, these doors transform. They did for us. Support your local Boys and Girls Clubs. Great futures start here.
Ever wonder what it feels like to cross home plate in front of a cheering crowd at a major league ballpark? Hi, I'm Bob Harrigan, and now you can find out when you join Save Our Seabirds, the Baltimore Orioles, and ABC 7 for Run for the Birds. December 4th at Ed Smith Stadium, the 5K 1-mile fun run will end at home plate and be followed by a festival with live music, food, and fun. Proceeds benefit Save Our Seabirds, whose mission is to rescue and rehabilitate sick and injured birds. Register today at raceroster.com.
Designers do it with style.
Tell me what's going on here.
Why, you don't like my hair? The Mark and Mandy Show. In-depth design ideas.
What is up with the tuck tape here? Let's cover it up.
Amazing beauty and fashion tips.
So Halle Berry has amazing skin. Her secret is coffee grounds. No.
Delicious recipes.
Today, I'm going to show you a special dish that is sure to please that special someone in your life.
Watch the Mark and Mandy Show right here on your favorite channel.
The official Suncoast Storm team at ABC 7. We're here for you.
Black Friday's biggest deals are still here. That's right, the Black Friday sales event is going strong at Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota. Come shop the area's largest selection of new Jeep Wranglers, or check out the stylish new Jeep Renegade, starting at just $16,999. Stop by today and drive away in a brand new Jeep Patriot for just $14,999. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota today.
Director Lee Daniels now has a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Daniels' latest work includes the hit Fox television series Empire. He's also known for directing The Paperboy, Precious and Lee Daniels, the butler. Daniels is the first African American to be nominated for the Directors Guild of American Award for Outstanding Directorial Achievement in feature film. Empire stars Jussie Smollett, Jaborni Sad. Oh man, I'm botching that name. Also attended the event, along with Queen Latifah. I know that one, who stars in Daniels' newest Fox series, Star.
And I dedicate this star to my mom.
Oh my God.
One of the most iconic homes in San Francisco is back in the hands that made it famous. The Jeff Franklin, the creator of the popular Full House series, is the new owner of his former home of the famous TV family. A few months ago, Franklin took a picture of himself sitting on the steps of the house and posted on Twitter that he was in the market for a home. Franklin brought part of the cast back to San Francisco to kick off the next season of the Netflix revival Fuller House. The house was on the market this summer for more than $4 million.
Oh, I was going to say it had to be. This is San Francisco after all. That's a pretty high market out there.
Now,
but isn't that neat?
I think only the exterior was used, so don't expect to walk in and feel like you're in the tanner's home.
I'm sure that if we knocked on the door, you and I knocked on the door, he'd let us in with no problem whatsoever.
He just might. Also, a quick reminder, if anyone's sitting at home or wants to do something between shows here, go to Main Street. We got the holiday parade down in Sarasota.
And the weather is perfect for it. Temperatures in the 70s and no rain. It's going to be beautiful.
That's right, and you can see some of the ABC talent out there as well.
There you go.
Looking their best. All right, we'll see you afterwards on our Late Show.
If you want 24/7 access to ABC7's breaking news stories, weather forecasts, traffic alerts, health reports, Suncoast View, and more ABC7 programming, now there's good news. Introducing the free ABC7 channel on Amazon Fire TV. Your 24/7 access to ABC7. Just search ABC7 on the streaming device and download the free ABC7 channel app. Or if you don't have an Amazon Fire TV, you can get one at Amazon.com.